In the web browser, when you search for YouTube or any other website, a page comes out in a few seconds. We all know the page is coming from internet, but have you wondered what is this internet and where is the YouTube page coming from? Welcome back guys to another video of Indie Explorer, and today we'll discuss about internet in detail. Internet is a service structure where there are clients and servers. The end-to-end communication is always like between the clients and the servers, like when you use Facebook or YouTube or Netflix and so on. And also there are client-to-client communication as well, like WhatsApp or Messenger. Let's take the example of web surfing. When you search for YouTube, our request goes out through the router. One option can be the data reaches the nearby transmission tower of the service provider and through the satellite communication reaches destination. Unfortunately, that does not happen. In the era of high-speed communication of 21st century, internet is in true sense like a worldwide woven spider web. There are, however, some building blocks of the humongous internetwork structure. We, being a client, have to get a subscription from an internet service provider or ISP for connecting to internet. It can be a mobile service provider for direct use of mobile using a SIM card, or it can be a router-based connection that we commonly see in our households or in companies running a LAN network. All these servers are connected to some ISPs as well. But in both cases, a modulator-demodulator, popularly called a modem, comes into picture for remote transmission of your data to the base of your ISP. Our data reaches ISP bases using coaxial cables, or EM transmission, or optical fiber cables. The modems do the job of converting your digital electrical signal into analog electrical signal or EM waves or light pulses, which optical fibers carry. Optical fibers are most recent technology and capable of very high speed. It's a very interesting phenomena how optical fiber works, but we will not go into that in this video. Let me know in the comment section if you wish to see a video on optical fiber as well. Coming back, every ISP provides service to many user networks and can keep them interconnected, but the data you need may be under some other ISPs. So to establish a true internet, ISPs agree for mutual interconnection at specific places called network access points or NAPs. In the real internet, dozens of large internet providers interconnect at NAPs in various cities, and trillions of bytes of data flow between individual networks at these points. So when done connecting a whole country using NAPs, interconnection between countries have to be done. Sometimes there are seas come in the path, especially intercontinental connections. Our technology these days permits us to lay cable on seabed to connect continents using very high-speed optical fiber cables called submarine cables. Optical fibers are fragile, so submarine cables are built using many layers of encapsulation of steel and other materials to make the cable extremely strong. They're supposed to survive under the sea for years. This ship in the picture installs the submarine cable on the seabed. The process is highly sophisticated, expensive, and time-taking. Even a dedicated video may not be enough to talk about the complete installation process. So moving on, we will talk about the servers. The server companies like YouTube or Facebook serve millions of subscribers simultaneously, so they must have extremely high-speed data communication at server stations called data centers. For this reason, data centers established very close to the sea beach connect directly to submarine cables. Here, all the web page information, live streaming videos, everything is saved in hard drives. A data center has thousands of hard drives all connected to a system bus. Managing a data center is again a very sophisticated process. The whole website business relies upon data centers, so they cannot afford to lose client data or allow any kind of station shutdown. So now, as you know how data sources are physically connected to your device using internet, let's explore what instructions you can use to reach the data. Again, in the browser example, when we want to reach a website, we use its name, but websites are actually locations at data centers provided with an IP address. But it's always convenient to remember a name rather than a numerical address. This is the same reason we use phone book of names to store phone numbers. A website name is a systematic naming convention called Uniform Resource Locator, or URL. URLs are converted into IP address by a type of server called Domain Name Server, or DNS. There are many DNS available across internet. Like any other server, every DNS has some IP address. All ISPs provide an information setting with DNS address to be used for your connection, along with your username and password. For example, you may sometimes notice a DNS IP 8.8.8.8 or 4 at your network setting. This is Google public DNS IP address. URLs have notations to tell your immediate server which DNS it is registered into. Your immediate DNS may not have information about the URL you have given. In that case, it can consult the DNS server where the URL belongs from. So when we search an URL, the URL goes like data to the IP address of the DNS server. The DNS converts the URL to IP address and sends back that information to your device. In the next call, your device requests for access to the IP address data and your web page information reaches you. In all such communication process, data moves through a particular and efficient route only, thanks to a well-defined addressing scheme and the machine who navigates to the destination address in every stage of the journey, hence the name router. So to summarize, starting from the client through the router, modem, ISP base, NAP, and submarine cable, communication reaches to data center or other users to make internet work. The beauty of internet is nobody owns the internet. The mutual understanding between all the networks across the globe makes every information available to us. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching till the end and hope to see you again in another video with a whole lot of information.